coming with the key people retention, which is the one of the key human aspects of mergers and acquisition. Retaining the existing people in the target company is very challenging for the acquiring firm, and even few of the more larger companies are successful companies. What we find is when they acquire other firm, it is not the business that they have been acquiring, they are acquiring the talent, they are acquiring the manpower. This is what the saying of the top executives or the top companies. If you take the case of like Tata Chorus, or you take the case of like Tata Tetley, when Tata acquired the Chorus, never the Tata tried to change the leadership role of Chorus. They want the Chorus leadership role to be continued and continue with their same organization structure or the key leadership roles. So because they wanted to retain the manpower in the organization. That is the same case with respect to Tata Tetley, or in the case of like Hindalco Novelis. What they say is having the or retaining the existing employees, or retaining the existing leadership in the role, that becomes more familiar, and also possibility of reducing post merger uncertainties would be very low, because familiar faces, familiar leadership role into the company will reduce uncertainty among the customers, suppliers, employers, and create a very positive organization climate. Hence retaining the leadership is very important into the firm. This is what even the Walmart has been done in the case of like Flipkart. It retained Binny Bansal as a who was a co-founder of the Flipkart into the board. But later on, after the few months, Binny Bansal quit the Walmart because of reporting, change in the reporting authority, and not flexible adapting to the new change, new management of the Walmart. But Walmart was very open to take it up and be the Binny Bansal to be into the board. Coming to the other important and the last human aspects into the mergers and acquisition, managing the conflict of expectations. Since we have been discussed these human aspects of mergers and acquisition from the point of Walmart and Flipkart, we don't find any conflict expectations in the case of like Walmart and Flipkart, because both the companies were very clear. The employees, the top level, middle level employees were very clear about the action plan of mergers and acquisition. Hence they were very clear about their role and about the security of the job. Now let's try to discuss this point of managing the conflict expectations from the other important and very popular case of SBI with its associate banks. So there were a conflict of expectations between the merger of SBI with an associate banks with respect to the compensations. The SBI and its associate banks, when associate banks employees were very much worried about the compensation of SBI, because SBI employees having a compensation of provident fund benefits, but whereas the post merger or during the merger, the SBI never expressed about the compensation plans to the employees with respect to provident fund. So there were disinterest, right, demotivation among the employees of associate banks. What should be the new compensation plan or HR policies after the merger? Later on, the CEO Aruna Bhattacharya took a decision about rationalizing the compensation plan for the associate banks employees with on par with the SBI banks. No doubt it was a very costly deal for SBI to provide the benefit, par benefit or parity benefit to the associate bank employees with respect to SBI, where the cost of, or what you call as employee cost, was being raised by 237 crore, approximately equal to 2.4% of annual profits or annual net profits of the SBI bank. So these are few conflicts expectation that arises when human aspects comes into the picture in mergers and acquisition, that has to be taken into the consideration. When such human aspects are taken into the consideration, that make human resource or the employees to work very trustfully, get motivated and work with a full interest to achieve the organization goal or the strategic goal for the mergers and acquisition. By this, we'll end the human aspect topic of mergers and acquisitions. Thank you.